Hi y'all, welcome to another episode of Radio D&D. We really wanted to find a way to share our current campaign, so thanks for joining us. I am your Dungeon Master, James Landoff, joined here by...
My name is Maisie Plumley, playing as Althea, aka Smartass.
I'm Casey Landoff. I'm playing Angelina Valentina, aka Death Biscuit.
My name's Seth, and I am playing as Hirohito, aka Howitzer.
I'm Maggie, and I'm playing as Nalos, aka Tuna.
I'm William Fisher. I'm playing as Orion Timbers, aka Double Lock.
Now let's roll that recap. Hey there, all you fine fellows. You're listening to 98.3 The Drop. Last time, our gang was on a mission to recover the brain of their beloved intern Connor. To do so, they had to get back the property they stole from the secret Cognition Industries laboratory, a brain belonging to the legally deceased Meena. They drove on down to the pawn shop, where they had originally dropped it off, only to find that the pawn shop was closed for business. Rather than using the front door, our gang decided to drop in from the roof, finding a deserted and barely used apartment loft. They made their way down into the shop itself and were attacked by random objects and appliances. They were stabbed by a dragonborn sword, pelted with gumballs, forced to watch a Demon War documentary, and elbow dropped by an action figure. Recovering from their wounds, our party is left wondering about the strange device hooked up to the television. You guys have a chance to take a short rest. There's no danger in the immediate area, so if you guys would like to expend hit die to regain some HP.
Please, for the love of all that is good.
Absolutely, I will. I got a 5, and I'm going to do one more. And an 8.
Wow.
I will definitely take those.
Got a 4 and an 8.
What did I get? 3. Great.
Yeah, you should have at least 4 hit die.
Okay,
So
3 and 7. That's not so bad.
that puts you at what, 16
16.
out of 32?
Rip. Okay, maybe that is not so great. I'll do one more. Oh, 11. Okay, great.
Whoa.
Howitzer, if you want to go next. All right, so you can add 7 to your current hit points.
Woohoo!
Okay, another 7. So that brings you to 18. There it is. So a 10 brings you to 28. All right, so you guys are in the pawn shop. You have torn through all of these animated objects. Now you're left to your own devices. Speaking of devices, there's also that weird television that's in the back room.
I really want to tinker with that remote. Can I observe to see if there's any buttons on the remote that on the clicker? If there's anything I don't know, that has an arcane symbol or something?
So there's no arcane symbol button. It's a pretty fairly standard remote. Where's everyone else, by the way? Did you join Howitzer in the back room, or are you still resting in the pawn shop itself?
Join me.
I probably went into the back room.
I most definitely crawled to the back room.
I would have gone to the back room.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we're all back there.
So looking at the remote, it's a plastic remote. It's got the volume buttons, the channel buttons, all of the numbers to change the channel. There's the input button, the power button, and then, of course, there's the bulb at the very tip of the remote that, flashes every time you hit a button.
Did we hit all the buttons last time?
You did not hit all the buttons.
I
no.
want to hit all the buttons.
So Howitzer's currently holding the remote.
I'm gonna hold it above my head to prevent that button mashing from happening.
I'm crawling on the floor
this is
trying
a
to
video
reach up.
game.
I'm like, please!
No button mashing. Okay, get your hands off me. I'm gonna click input and see what comes up on the TV.
You click the input button, and rather than flashing red, the bulb at the end of the remote flashes a neon blue color.
the device, the remote, starts to hum in your hand, and silhouetting your body is this sort of like blue neon radius or aura, basically. You feel like tingly all over your body, and then your form is condensed into a streak of blue light that zaps into the remote and extends like a bolt of lightning to the TV.
Shit.
Everyone howitzer's gone as the remote falls to the floor.
This is like the new Jumanji.
Oh, can I say like last words or something?
Nope, there's no last words. This
Oh,
happens
Okay.
too fast for you to respond. The TV is still staticky. Some of the like static lines parted for a second as the jolt of lightning impacted it, and then it reverted back to its staticky nature.
Can we change the channel?
Yeah, you click the channel, nothing happens. And as you guys are like fiddling with the remote, you guys hear the sound of what sounds like a cuckoo clock.
I feel like we're in a Goosebumps novel.
Who's holding the remote right now?
I would assume I'm the closest to it just because I was at Howitzer's feet trying to get it.
So yeah, you pick up the remote, and instantly from the cuckoo clock, a pair of like tongs affixed to an end of, you guys remember those toys that like were made of interlocking like plastic pieces that
Oh my God,
extended
yes. Connects?
outwards?
Connects?
No, not like connects. It's like the boxing glove at the end of like the trigger that extends it outwards.
Oh, yes. I remember those.
Yeah, so like a pair of like tongs like reaches out, extends from the cuckoo clock, grabs the remote, and takes it from your hand.
Wait,
Death Biscuit.
is the cuckoo clock on the wall?
Yeah, it's on the wall.
How far did it reach?
It reached a good like 3 or 4 feet as it like takes it out of your hand.
So is it not? That's so just 3 or 4 feet. Must not be high off the.
I mean, they are gnomes.
Shit, so I'm stuck in there by myself now.
Yeah, I was like holding it and I was going to press the button. Can I try to open the little like door? Can I pry it open?
Yeah, so you open the door, and immediately afterwards, like it was already going to happen, the cuckoo clock extends back outwards and places the remote back on the desk where it was originally when you found it, and then retracts.
Okay. I will walk over to the desk and I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, I'm going to hit the same button as him.
No, wait.
No?
Is there a back button?
Yeah, eject me.
Yeah, like, you know how remotes, like if you hit something you don't mean to hit back?
No, there's no back option.
All right, so I guess
There is a DVD player that's not hooked up to the TV below it. It has an eject button.
Sounds like Hirohito did not pay his cable bill. This week.
all right, so I'm going to be like, well, I guess I'll go get him. I'm gonna point to the button on the remote just in
Mhm.
case you guys didn't see which button he pressed, so that if obviously I'm going in, you'll
Right.
know how to follow me, I guess.
Yeah, it's the input button.
I'm going to get in a position of strength and power facing this TV as if I am not terrified and as if I am not about to live through Persona 4. Be like, let's do this. I'm a weenie. I'm shaking a little. You guys see my legs shaking a little because I'm a little bitch. Yeah, and I'll hit the input button.
Yeah, same thing. Your body's outlined in a neon blue aura. Your form condenses into a beam of light that zaps into the remote and then extends like a lightning bolt to the TV. And Death Biscuit is gone.
Can I make a noise as I leave?
You can make one brief onomatopoeia.
One brief onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Kareem!
Just say I have a lot of choices. I'll just be like, huh!
Good.
Like I'm gonna like throw up.
Yeah, and as she makes that sound, you hear like the echo, like huh, as she like goes into the TV.
Bye, guys.
So me and Death Biscuit are like, or
Somewhere
is it
else.
like black and white? Is it like we're in a TV show, or is that coming up in a second?
We haven't come to you yet.
Okay, I want it to be like I Love Lucy.
What's it? What's that? Was it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory where somebody's in the TV at one point?
Yeah, Mike TV. That's
That's
right.
what I want it to be.
Does anyone else hit the button?
Don't
Yes.
let Will, but I want to take Sir Lix-a-Lot and put him on the desk and tell him to watch, make sure nothing happens to us, and, the remote's still there, and then
Sure.
I'm going to press the button.
Yep. The cuckoo clock, before you hits the button, tries to take it from you. You are prepared this time for it, and you click the button before it can take it from you. And you as well are zapped into the TV.
I'm gonna
No,
go
it's
ahead
just-
and hit the button too, I think.
Same thing. And then Tuna, you're the last one left.
Oh yeah, I definitely hit the button.
Okay.
I don't know where Fish Stick is right now.
Is he a guard dog?
Yeah, I'm
For
gonna
the-
assume he's keeping watch outside, but not that we'd
Right.
hear him if anything happened.
Sounds good. You all find yourselves in a small living room. The furniture is gnome-sized, and there's a roaring fire in the corner. Behind you, you can see a large mirror from which you assume that you entered from. Hirohito, you see everyone pile through it behind you. Yeah, there's a glass of wine unattended on a small gnomish table, and there's a still burning cigar in a porcelain ashtray. On either side of the room is a set of stairs that lead to an overlook, sort of on a corner of the room, and there's a southern and eastern hall extending away from the main room.
Is it just we all pop in within seconds of each other and
Yep.
Howitzer just kind of watches this all just boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, you all pile onto each other.
Group cuddle! I'm gonna try to hug you all.
Gross.
Do you hug me back?
I am not on the dog pile. I am sitting there away from where you guys are because I had already went through said portal. So, but I give a thumbs up, I guess.
No one
I
hugs
think
me
I
back.
can brush myself off. I don't have time for these frivolous activities.
Can I? So the cigar is still burning, right?
Yes, indicating that there was someone here recently.
What does the cigar smell like?
Like smoke.
Is it the vanilla cigars?
That's what I suspected.
You're right. I don't know. It's probably a bourbon cigar.
Well, I mean, if it was a Cuban, we would know this guy's
Yeah, I don't know how cigars work, so.
Oh.
I just know that cigars are like cigarettes, but more fancy.
They're fat.
Yeah, they're fat.
They taste like boots. Okay. I was just trying to guess if it smelled like something fancy, we could tell this guy's rich, whomever it is.
I mean, you're looking around the living room. It looks fairly decorated. There's a picture of him above the fireplace mantle, and you guys don't exactly know where you are either. There's no windows, anything like that.
This guy just lives in his TV instead of his apartment loft.
It certainly seems that way.
Can I go look at the picture? I'm going to see what this cat looks like.
I mean, he looks like the pawn shop owner you originally handed the brain off to.
Oh. Okay.
There's a door out of this room, right?
Yep, there's two doors, one to the south and one to the east.
Should we announce we're here? Hello?
No, I don't
No.
think anyone should say anything. I don't think Death Biscuit should go running through doors either.
Okay.
Fine.
It could be like Home Alone booby trap.
Should we go to the north or south door?
There's no north door, it's a south or east.
South or east? Sorry, don't listen to me. Should we go to the south or east door?
You said there's no windows, right?
That's correct. There's several paintings of pastoral outdoors scenes, but no windows.
Are there any books around?
Yeah, there's actually a bookcase with a modest selection of books.
Are they classics?
Like Cat in the Hat.
Not quite. Maybe there's a guy on there called Sherlock Holmes. You're not really aware of who he is, but there's a lot of books named after him for some reason.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on here.
Which door looks most used? Can I look at the doorknobs?
Sure, make an investigation
God.
check.
Okay. I got an 11.
One of them seems more traveled. You can see scuff marks in front of the door are a lot more prominent on the southern one.
Mhm.
The eastern one seems less traveled, but still traveled, if that makes any sort of sense.
Still on the floor. I point to the south door. I'm staring. Is this carpet?
So there's a rug in the sort of like living room, but it's all sort of like finely carved like stone. In fact, the stone is like too well polished and too nicely carved. It's definitely magical in nature. Nothing could make stone this perfect.
I'm like squatting, looking at the floor, and I'm like, this way. And I point to the south door. And I'm going to start crawling that way as I
Okay.
look at the floor.
There is a set of wooden steps that leads up to the hallway.
Should someone
You
heal
have to
her?
crawl up the steps.
I'm good. My hit points I'm like 2 below max. Do you say that as I walk away? You're like, should someone help her?
Yeah, it's just like, is she okay? Like she looks like she's ailing.
This way. And I'm going to like I'm going to crawl and go up the stairs.
What does the other door look like?
The other door is the same style.
Okay, can I investigate it as well? I want to see.
Death
I
Biscuit
was-
goes to one door, and Hirohito goes to the other. Yeah, you look at the door. It doesn't seem to be locked. Neither of the two doors seem to be locked.
Does this one look like it's worn? Are there? I know I'm not like, I can't see like fingerprints or anything, but like, does this one seem turned a lot? Like, does it get opened a lot, or?
So the southern door definitely seems more traveled.
Can I put my ear up to the door and maybe see if there's anything behind it, like sounds or anything?
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
Okay. I got 11. Oh wait, no, I got 19.
So you don't hear anything, but you do feel something.
Oh,
It like strikes you in your bones, and it sort of makes your joints turn to jelly almost.
I don't know if we should open that one.
It's like a deep sort of like humming that like rattles the bones inside you.
Shiver me timbers. I'm not sure if we should open that one. Does it feel magical, or is it like just mechanical? Like,
It's definitely not mechanical.
okay, so I guess we should. I'm scared to open it and like just get like freaking vaporized.
I like how I'm going the other way.
What?
Yes, you both are examining the doors. It's fine.
Can I peek under the door?
No, there's not enough room to peek under the door.
I don't
we
know if
open-
I should not, definitely not knock on it.
Should we open both doors at the same time?
I guess we should go the one you're going up, because I feel like you had such a terrible experience going somewhere by yourself last time. Your luck is bound to change now.
I'm just kind of sitting back. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I'll probably just watch.
I won't let you go alone, Casey.
I guess I'll go with Casey, yeah.
Can I like reach my hand up? I'm like trying to peek under the door, but obviously there's not a big enough space for me to. And I just slowly I'm still like stretched to the floor, and I reach my hand up and I'm gonna like twist the doorknob.
Yeah. It's a simple sort of like glass crystal doorknob. You turn it and opens. There's a small hallway with another door at the end. There's pictures, sort of like portraits lining the halls with candles mounted on the walls.
Can I
Right.
pick up Limp Biscuit? Can I pick up Death Biscuit so she will stop crawling and I put her on my shoulder or something?
I mean, she's about your size mechanically, so I don't
can't
think you could
stand
put
her
her on
belly.
her. I mean, you could definitely help her stand up, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna help her stand up at least.
Okay.
Fine. I probably should not crawl in a foreign
Yeah,
house where I
that's
might
not a
get
tactical
messed up.
advantage.
All right, I'll let him help me up. I get up.
For what?
Can I like take one step in the hall and kind of like put my big toe down on the floor?
Yeah,
I
sure.
wanna make sure I don't set off another alarm and get destroyed by an action figure again.
Yeah, so you take a step into the hallway. Nothing happens.
Okay, I'll just move in. I'll be like, well, I guess this is okay.
Watch the trap be like something that like chops her head off right when I tell her to stand up. Like she would have totally been fine crawling.
Hirohito, can you make a quick perception check for me?
Okay. Okay, yeah, so I got 12.
Yeah, 12 is still good. You notice that you are in a gnomish. You don't even know what this is, but the height of the hallway, you're not having to crouch. Which, if this was meant for only gnomes, you would definitely have to crouch because the ceiling would be a lot lower.
Yeah, that's true. Methinks treachery is afoot. Or something. I don't know. I bet the brain's down here.
How many doors did you say are in here? Just one?
There's another door at the end of the hallway.
I don't trust anything in here.
Yeah, those paintings could be witchcraft.
Yeah, their eyes follow you. No, they don't. They don't do that.
I was just like, what if the floor gives out? As I walk, kind of keep an eye. I'm going to keep an eye on the floor.
Sure.
So I want to walk. What I do in a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to watch the paintings.
I got a 7. The floor looks great.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with the floor.
The floor actually looks pretty clean, actually.
Wow, like, do people even step in this hallway?
Yeah. You're looking at the pictures, Hirohito?
Yes, I don't trust them.
All right, everyone else, Hirohito or Howitzer and Death Biscuit vanish from your sight down the hall.
So what are you going to do, guys?
I'll just follow.
We should be safe in here, because I feel like he already had his security measures in his pawn shop. I feel like if someone's already in the TV, he's like, I don't know. But we might be overreacting, but I still think we should be cautious.
We weren't cautious last time, so I feel like an overreaction now is justified.
Who is this we you speak of?
Exactly, I don't...
You're the one who went into the room.
I'm guessing you all get to the end of the hallway.
Yes,
Yeah,
no
I
pain.
try to make like a really big muddy footstep. Like I try to get all the dirt off my shoe to make a big footprint.
Good.
Does it work?
Yeah, there's mud on the runner now.
Awesome. Now it looks like this floor was used.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good thinking though, because what if like the dirt disappeared? Then we would know that the carpet or the floor is magical. Cleans it.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
So yeah, the door lies before you. Does anyone open it?
Oh, I'm gonna put my my ears up to listen.
Yeah, go ahead and make another perception check for me.
Ooh, I hear every.
That nat 20. Yeah, you definitely hear something on the other end of this door. And to your surprise, Hirohito, this does sound mechanical. You hear like the sound of cogs interlocking with each other. You hear like the sound of pistons going off and like a loud sort of like backfiring sound, almost like a car. Yeah, this is definitely mechanical, something in here. And with a 23, you notice that the sound sounds wrong. Like something's broken about whatever mechanism is on the other side of this door.
One of his belts is loose. Okay.
So to say, yes.
Yeah. I think we should. Maybe he needs our help. I don't know. I say, I mean, like, there's nowhere else to go. I definitely don't want to open the door that sounds like if I opened it, the Ark of the Covenant would vaporize me. I kind of like this door a little better. I'm going to tell everyone, like, I'm going to look at everyone and say, like, y'all hear that? There's some mechanical biz going on in there. And it don't sound right if you ask me. Maybe a loose belt or a dead carburetor, but I can't tell on this side of the door.
This droid has a bad motivator.
Yes.
You could open it, and then we could like prepare to like attack it. Like we could hold reactions in case like something hostile pops out.
Yeah, I say hold reactions, and I kind of I don't want to open the door fully. I kind of just want to peek, like.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing stopping you from doing that.
Okay, can I like touch the doorknob like lightly to see if it's hot or it has some sort of booby trap?
Yes, you touch the doorknob and it explodes into 1,000 tiny pieces. No, it's fine.
Okay,
It's
not
hot.
I'm going to slowly turn that doorknob and just kind of peer in there and see what's up. Just like I'm going to crack it open maybe 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, so we see from the opposite side of the door, it opened very slowly, and you stick your dragonborn snout out of it, and peer into the room out of the side of your head. You see a stone room sort of lined with statues and sconces, and guarding the door on the opposite side of this room is a mechanical sort of man or humanoid. It seems to be composed of wood and metal. You see his head. He doesn't actually have an actual face. It looks like it's painted on almost. And his head is like twitching sideways, and you see like some steam like pouring out of his back. Occasionally his head will turn 360 degrees, and you'll see like an angry painted face on the other side, and then it'll switch back to the happy sort of like rictus grin sort of face.
This guy needs to get back to Halloween Town. They need a mirror.
It looks exactly like that.
Gee whiz. Okay, well...
But it looks like he is guarding the door on the opposite side.
Okay, he sounds like he would not be a threat, but I don't want to underestimate this guy. Also, he could just be like, oh, I need a heart or something. I don't know. And then we could help him.
He is also large, which explains why the ceilings are so high.
Okay. How big would you say he is? Like,
probably a good 9 or 10 feet tall.
oh, Lordy have mercy. He's bigger than me.
Could, like, kick me like a soccer ball.
Well, I'm going to close the door back. And because did that thing see me?
No, it didn't. It didn't see you.
Okay, so his perception's pretty bunk. I'm going to tell everyone about what I seen. I saw a wooden critter man. He looks like he's guarding a door down there. I don't really know what we should do, guys. What are you thinking?
Did he seem friendly?
Depends on which side his head was facing. He had a rotisserie head, and one side was a little peeved, and the other side was pretty keen. So it just depends. I guess I feel like if we walked out there, it would flip over to the angry face, and he would, I don't know, like throw stuff at us.
Maybe we should just try to walk out when he's on the smiling side.
That's true. Or he might not be a big threat either. He sounds pretty poorly made, but I feel like that's a bluff.
Did you see anything else in the room?
Dang it, I didn't.
That's fair. I mean, a big dude like that, you probably wouldn't pay attention to anything else in the room.
Okay, can I peek through the door again?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna peek again, but you guys should hold your reactions again. I don't want him like being there when I open it again. So I'm gonna open the door again about 3 inches, and I'm gonna look. Can I look like above him and like around him, like see if there's any like chandeliers that could fall on him or something?
So no chandeliers. As you look into the room, and I should have mentioned this before, there are like cracks in the stone around him, and you see him like twitch once, and immediately his like fist like extends outward and just punches the wall for no reason.
Oh, he's fiending.
You see like the like debris sort of like fall down from the ceiling, and maybe you think it's in response to you peering into the room again, but then you realize he still doesn't know you're there.
I guess as I watch Howitzer close it again, I'll be like, okay, well, do you guys want me, since I'm such a great performer and stuff, I guess I can try to act like that guy. I don't remember his name. What's his name?
Do you have his name written down?
I don't remember his name.
No.
Well,
was his name under the portrait in the room?
No, it was not.
Well, I don't think I would ever need to say my name, right? I could just be like, it's me.
Yeah, boy.
Right? All right.
Everyone, by the way, you do feel like the walls shake as this thing punches the wall for no reason.
Okay. Do we like this idea?
I'm going to think about it for a second, and then as soon as another rock hits me on the head from him punching the wall, I'm going to be like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
All right. I guess I'll just to have reference. I'll run back. I will run back to the living room and I'll look at the portrait and just be like, okay.
Mhm.
And I'll sink back down to my gray sludge, completely thinking this is normal. I still think I'm a human somehow. All humans can do this, right?
Sure.
And
yeah.
then I sleep down in my sludge and I pop back up. I'm like a 3-foot gnome. I look just like him.
You
I
look
run
just
back,
like him.
but I'm really out of breath because his legs are so short.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
like,
I'm gonna ask,
guys, I'm ready.
was there any like books in there? I don't know if he had like a Chamber of Secrets thing. Maybe we have to play music for him to not kill us when we go past.
You wanna throw all the books off the shelf?
Yes, I want to see if there's a. I do not want to get effed up by this mechanical man.
Yeah, so you throw all the books off the shelf. You see a variety of light reading books. None of them trigger a secret passage or a door or anything.
Is there any like books that say how to get past my guard robot or something for dummies?
No, there's no book that says that.
Dang it. Okay. Well.
You get the impression that all of these are nice reading by the fire books.
Okay.
Sipping glasses of wine books.
Okay. Well, all right. I guess I go back with them. I was like, no luck. No books on how to sneak past Mechanical Man.
What if I go in and I try to convince him that I have brought guests? Then maybe he won't attack us.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Okay. I don't want to fight him. Okay. There was nothing in. Would there have been anything in the room to like give an indication of this guy's name?
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe I guess in the books, one of the books definitely says property of Caractacus.
Caractacus. Okay, that's me. I'm
Thanks for handing
Caractacus.
that one to us, James.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We need to take notes. He's gonna stop like reminding us if we don't take notes. Okay, so I'm like gonna walk down the hall. I'm like trying to rehearse what his name what his voice sounds like. What does his voice sound like?
Kind of like Austrian /
Could you do it for me?
He sounds like this.
He sounds like this.
There you go.
Right? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
he sounds very like
He
this.
sounds very like this. Okay. Well, I'll probably lose that accent as we go.
Mhm.
All right. If you guys want to hide behind the door so it doesn't like show you guys want to open it a little. Okay. I'll give you guys the thumbs up. Make sure you're all ready. I'm gonna open it.
Okay, you open the door. Yep. The thing doesn't seem to notice you. It just kind of like stands there. You hear like the chattering of the sort of mechanical bits. So, kind of sounds like chitty chitty bang bang, like.
Goes the trolley.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I'm just gonna look around the room as I close the door behind me.
Close the door behind you with everyone else on the other side.
Well, they can open it though.
Yeah, they can.
This is such a bad. Why did we do this? Okay, well, I've already said it. I closed the door. What's in the room? What do I see?
There's like some statues, some sconces with like fires blazing in them or burning in them. There's another like rug that runs along the floor. And then there's the robot, and you are standing in the room with the robot. Doesn't seem to respond as you walk into the room.
All right. I'm gonna walk further in and be like, do his voice again.
He sounds like this.
Oh fuck. I feel like I'm gonna be like Dracula. I brought some friends. Don't attack them.
So you
He's
walk
not
up.
Italian.
I can't do it.
You walk up to the guy and you say that.
Yes.
I don't
Okay,
feel like
he does not respond.
Yeah, he probably has no eardrums. I feel like he does not understand.
He doesn't move out of the way of the door. His head spins around to the angry side and then spins back.
Oh, interesting.
He seems broken.
Can you give me a thumbs up?
It does not respond.
No. Can I go through this door?
Does not respond.
Maybe he's got an on-off switch.
Yeah, I think his cheese done slid off his cracker. We need to do something.
Well-
Hirohito, you have tinkering tools, don't you?
That's true. No, yes I do. Yes I do. But I don't want to fix him and then be like, thanks, now I'm going to kill you.
Well, maybe not fix him. I think with tinkering tools, you have a chance of being able to turn him off.
Oh, yes. Okay, so, well, he obviously doesn't seem to be responding to, like, anybody walking out. but I don't know if that's just because she's Caractacus. And if we walked out, I don't know if he would flip the F out. If he would go ape shit, as they say. I want to suggest opening the door, but I don't want to leave her stranded out there. So I guess I'll go out. It seems pretty chill. I poke my head through the door, and I see it's not really doing anything to her. So I'm going to slowly open it, and I'm going to tell everybody, I think I'm going to turn him off, because I don't know. I don't want to, like, us walk under the door and then him, like, kick and then kill us. So.
I think he's broken.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to go fix him, or at least try to turn him off. So I go out and I slowly start walking towards Death Biscuit or Caractacus. And like, I kind of like, I don't know, like look up at the robot and kind of like wave my hands, like saying hello to it.
Yeah, you just hear the.
I'm going to ask it, are you broken, baby boy? All right. I'm going to go walk up still slowly.
You see his head like jolt to the side and like a spring shoots out of it. And then it like snaps back.
Yeah, I'm going to just walk straight up to it. Can I look up? I mean, it's a tall mother. Can I like kind of see into its body? It sounds like it's got pistons moving around. Like it's probably not. Can I like see anything broken? Like any springs or? Anything?
A lot of the mechanics are concealed by like wooden panels and things like that. You would need your tinkerer's tools to open him up and find out how to disable him or fix him or whatever. I don't know if I want to
disable him, because I feel like if I disabled him, then Caractacus would come out and be like, "That's my son" or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna try and fix him. Yeah, I'm gonna get my tinker's tools and try to open his chest or something. I'm gonna go from his back, because I don't know if he'll like freaking Donkey Kong crush me with his hands. So I'm gonna go to his back and try to pop the hood, pop the bonnet.
Yeah. So you go to his back. He doesn't stir. Occasionally his head will spin around, and you jolt back as you're trying to operate on him. But go ahead and make that tinker's tool check for me.
Okay.
12. Nothing happens, but he is alerted to your presence.
Oh no.
Does he seem angry?
You see his head spin around to the angry side, says, "Intruders!" And then it like spins like back, and it gets like caught halfway between angry and happy, and then it like raises its fist to punch you.
At me?
You're right there, dude.
I'm on his back though.
I'm the one that's in front of him.
I literally fixed this guy to beat us up.
Okay.
I guess no. We need to roll for initiative now. So let me go ahead and move you guys.
Damn it! Can I try to like maybe jam a hand axe in his gears?
That can be an attack on your turn, certainly.
Oh, I'm
Did you
sorry.
bring fish stick?
No, fish stick is guarding the door right now.
Oh yeah.
I keep
If you
leaving.
didn't want me to do it, you should have stopped me. Nobody said anything if they didn't want me to do it. You have no right to be mad at me.
At the end of the day, we just got to make a decision, and
I don't think anyone's
fine.
mad at you.
Lazy is.
I'm fuming.
So if everyone would select your tokens and roll, let me make sure the turn order is cleared before you do this.
I got a 17.
Wow. So yeah, Tuna, you see this thing starting to raise its fist, its big mechanical wooden fist, and it's gonna punch Hirohito. You saw what it did to these walls.
I think I'm gonna make a longbow attack, and I'm gonna aim does it have like a neck?
Its head is actually affixed into its chest. It doesn't really seem to have much of a neck at all.
I'll aim for like a weak spot, I guess.
Oh, if we get him turned around, maybe we could aim for his exposed gears.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely joints in between the wooden panels that you could aim for.
Yeah, I'm aiming for one of those joints.
Yeah, 24 hits. You see one of your arrows gets lodged into the gears. There's a spark as he like takes a step backwards. His head spins around like really fast. 10 piercing damage. Pretty good. You do see that your arrows don't seem to have as much of an impact as you would have expected on this thing.
Good to know. I just want to move a little more forward. Although I don't want to be like out of range to make a longbow attack, so.
All right, that's you, smartass. It is your turn.
I'm gonna move right next to right there.
So you run up, stand next to Death Biscuit.
I'm gonna shoot him with a longbow. Or do I have
Okay.
a long or short bow?
Yeah, short bow.
Yeah, short bow. Remember,
Yeah, I'm gonna. What?
he is made of wood.
Oh, I'm gonna
Fireball.
catch his ass on fire.
Wait, I'm still on his back though, so.
Well, then you can get down. You got us into this mess. Let me fire. it
Okay, shoot him.
up. Firebolt! Firebolt! Firebolt!
Okay.
Ooh, a natural one. Yeah, your firebolt like fizzles in your hand and like sparks up. It singes your hair and gives you a really bad hair day.
Damn.
Howitzer, you can still see the exposed like parts that you opened with from the wooden panel. You do have time to make another Tinker's Tool check.
I was
if you
literally
would
just like, I'm gonna shut this mother down. Like, F him, send him to robot hell. Okay. In robot hell. Okay. I'm gonna do Tinker's Toys or Tinker's Tools. I'm gonna tinker with him. Okay.
Good.
Roll.
10 again. Nothing happens. You just like fiddling around. You see like a cog like shoot out, but it doesn't seem to be affecting this guy. I will say, while you're working on him, it seems like there's some pieces missing, and that's why he's malfunctioning.
Okay. So. Okay.
You still have your move action, but remember, if you move away from him, he'll get an opportunity attack on you.
I'm just gonna ride him. I'm gonna ride the beast. So.
All right, good.
Is there a possibility that I could control him, like I could Chewbacca, where he takes over the little ATST thing? Could I fit inside this guy?
No, you could not fit inside, but maybe you could take control of him if you roll good on your Tinker's Tools check.
Ay. Okay.
All right, Double Lock, that's your turn.
And all this going on, I had a plan, but I'm not sure if I want to do it anymore.
Okay. Well, what would you like to do on your turn?
Yeah, because I want to control this guy.
Oh no.
Well, right now he's flailing around, so I'm gonna move forward into the room, and I'd like to wild shape into a giant constrictor snake.
What's the CR of a giant constrictor snake?
Hold on, wait. I guess I can't. I thought I could do it because I had it in here, but I guess I can't. Never mind.
Yeah, so you're level 4. I don't think you can do that until level 8. If I'm
Sorry, not giant constrictor snake. A constrictor snake.
You now have the option to constrict him. It's a +4 to hit.
It took my action to do that. Am I still able to make another?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I forgot you're not a Circle of the Moon druid. So yeah, you wild shape into a giant constrictor snake. Go ahead and mark down what your HP is as this guy. It is 13. And any damage that is excess to the constrictor snake will be carried over to you. All right, Angelina, that is your turn. Or I guess Death Biscuit.
Help me, help.
All right. As I hear him yell, "Help me, help me," I am going to give Howitzer Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, that's your bonus action. How do you inspire him?
I'm going to whip around my guitar and just kind of like strum a chord and just sing, "I need somebody, help!" And then, not just anybody.
Help!
And then, so as I'll like pause and he'll scream help, that'll like finish my song.
Mhm.
And I give him Bardic Inspiration. Can I make a guesstimate
Mhm.
on, hold on. What does Howitzer roll for Tinker's Tools?
He uses dexterity.
Dex, okay. He's going to make a Dex check?
Yep.
Okay.
And
I
using
want,
enhance ability.
yes, I am going to then use Enhance Ability. I haven't thought of a song to use with this yet, so I'll probably just go from I Need Somebody and then Haruhito screams, "Help!" And then I'm going to sprint forward across.
You have to touch him?
Yeah, I have to touch him. Yeah, I have to touch. So, are you still on him?
Yeah.
He's like on the side where you see him. If you get next to him, you can definitely touch him.
Okay,
Is
so I'll
every
just
time we touch-
sprint. I'll be like, "Hey!" He'll go, "Help!" And then I'll sprint. I'll just go into a sprint, and I will sprint across the room, and I will use enhance ability on him and do, I think it's called Cat's Grace. So the target has advantage on dex checks. And it also doesn't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if it isn't capacitated. So if he has to climb up him to fix him and he falls, he won't take damage.
Mm-hmm. Hirohito or Houtzer, you now have advantage on your next Tinker Tools check.
Hopefully I'm alive to do that next time. So
He has advantage and he has... Did I just give him another advantage?
He didn't have advantage. to
I gave
begin
him
with.
Bardic Inspiration, though.
Well, that's different from advantage. Bardic Inspiration gives him a D6
Oh, okay,
to
okay.
add to his next roll.
So I've really, buffed him up.
Yeah, you
Heck
have.
yeah, look at me being a good support.
But that brings it to the Clockwork Sentry's turn. And he's gonna turn to you. His body sort of rotates and spins around, gets you off of him, Hirohito.
no.
You don't fall prone, but he's still gonna punch you.
Oh, he hit me. I thought I was on his. So he knocked me off his back. You say?
Yeah, he spun around a few times and made you dizzy, and you stumbled off all dizzy. And he's gonna hit you with his wooden fist. He makes 2 of these attacks. The first one is a 26.
Yeah, he hits me.
And he deals you 12 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
You hear his arm cock, and then it just extends out like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah.
And you see the other one coming at you. This one's only a 12, so it just punches the wall over you. Tuna, that is your go.
The arrows don't do as much damage. I could get close enough, maybe, to do a hand axe attack.
You can conclude that this thing is probably resistant to most non-magical physical damage.
Wow. I'm so fucked, considering my spellcasting ability.
That doesn't mean that damage from physical weapons is nothing to him, right? You can still damage him.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay, that's a bonus action to cast.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark, and then I'm gonna make a Longbow Attack. Till the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 of damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any wisdom check you make to find it. The target
Yeah,
drops
so
a 0 hit. Oh, okay, cool.
A 19, yeah, hits it, no problem.
Ah, sweet. Okay.
So a total of 11 damage.
Sweet.
Still doesn't seem to take as much damage as it would if it was a living human being, but you did some damage.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, smartass, that's your turn.
Flame on.
Alright, I'm a flame his ass.
Okay.
Fire Nation style.
A 15 is not enough to hit.
No, he's got good magic protection.
Yeah, so you see him bring up one of his arms as he retracts it from the wall, and he just catches the fire in his hand, and it disperses over the wood. Seems like his wood is polished and fire resistant, actually. You still have your bonus action, and you're a mastermind rogue. You can give the help action as a bonus action to someone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to jump on his back.
I'll
Or
give it to Seth.
Or you could give
Or
it to
here,
Double
you
Lock.
do.
You could give it to Double Lock, and he could constrict the
I'm
robot.
going to try and constrict this guy.
Yeah, give it to
Yeah.
Double Lock.
Okay,
I already
I'll
have
give it to
inspiration.
Double Lock, I do believe. I say get his ass.
That's so helpful. Good job.
Constrict.
Constrict his ass.
Howitzer, that is your turn. Now, you have an option here. You can try and jump on his back with athletics. However, if Orion or Double Lock successfully constricts this guy, you can do it at advantage. So you can either hold your action and wait for that.
Yeah,
Or-
I'm gonna hold my action and wait for the. Well, if I hold it, that means it has to go through all of these people's turns for me to do it again, right? So he could fail. And
No, so you can say, I'm going to hold my action until after Double Lock tries to constrict him.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I would very much like to do that. I'm gonna hold my Tinker Tool action,
Okay.
an athletic action until he constricts the iron giant wooden guy.
Will, that is your turn. You have advantage on your constricting attack against him.
All right. So it's a +4 to hit this constriction. So I roll with advantage. So I'm going to roll 2d4 and add 4 to each of those. Well, what do you know? I get a 20.
A 20 is definitely enough to constrict him.
Okay, so he takes it's 1d8 plus 2. Or 1d8 plus 2. So he takes 5 bludgeoning damage, and then he has to. So and the target, he's grappled, and it's a DC 14 to escape.
Okay.
And I'd like to wrap around his arms and like tighten up where he's like holding his arms to the side of his body.
Sure, yeah. Your big snake, you're wrapped around this guy. Hirohito or Hauser, that triggers your held action. Go ahead and make an athletics check to jump on this guy.
All right. I am very good at that.
With advantage.
So-
An 11 is okay.
Okay.
It's a good thing you had that advantage, otherwise you would have gotten the nat 1.
Doesn't he
Yeah.
also roll the d6, right? For my Bardic Inspiration?
He doesn't need it on this check.
Need
Okay, he can choose on whatever. Okay.
Yeah, so Howitzer, if you would like to make that Tinker's Tool check, you have not only advantage, but also a potential d6 to add to the roll.
Okay.
Okay, so you get a 17. Do you want to roll the d6?
Is a 17 not enough?
You don't know what happens on a 17.
Okay.
It's up
So
to you.
the D6 will add
To
this
that roll, yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do the D6 just in case.
On a 21 plus, it is programmed to be friendly.
Yay! Can I control
So-
him, or is he just like nice?
He's just nice. So yeah, you click the spring the proper spring back into place. His head like snaps permanently into the happy side face. Double Lock, you just feel its like arm sort of like stop tensing against you and sort of like go lax at its side. It says, "Welcome home."
Oh, so that wasn't that bad. I just got punched in the gut. Nobody else got hurt. I would have felt bad if you guys would have got hurt.
I guess I'll loosen it up and fall down to the ground, but I want to stay wild shaped for right now.
Yeah, it kind of like steps to the side of the door as it like jitters, and it's like, "While you are gone, there have been a giant snake, a dragonborn, a triton, a high elf, and unknown in your dwelling."
Am I the unknown?
Don't say that out loud.
Oh no, I don't say that aloud. I just think it's funny. He's talking to Howitzer.
It's talking to the room. It doesn't really turn its head to face anyone.
Okay. Thank
So-
you. Please move.
There is still a snake here.
That's my pet.
Good to know.
Okay.
Can you dance?
I can dance if you command me to.
Okay, I'm gonna jump off your back first.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Will you do what should we make him do?
The Soldier Boy.
Yeah, do the Soldier Boy.
I don't know what that song is.
Electric slide?
If you're blue and you like to go to where... Oh, I don't know this song, actually.
Putting
Do
on
the Charleston.
He does the Charleston.
Now jazz hands.
Jazz hands, jazz hands, jazz hands. One of his hands like springs off as it's like...
I'm gonna laugh and like blood comes out of my mouth because I just got and I'm gonna say worth it. So
he
okay.
moves.
Yeah, he moves out of the way of the door.
Okay, let's go.
What is behind this door?
You're going to ask him what lies behind the door?
Yeah.
As you know, this is the Alchemical Lab, where you like to make tons of different types of potions.
Ooh, ask him about the brain. Have you seen a brain around here?
There was indeed a brain.
Where was the brain and where do I store the potions?
The potions are stored in the Alchemical Lab, where potions are made and stored. The brain, unknown.
When did I last have the brain? I've seemed to misplaced it.
All right.
I saw you walk through this door with the brain in your hands.
Were we leaving or coming in?
I have not seen a brain exit this door since.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Wait, shouldn't we take him with us?
He can fit through the door.
Yeah,
All
let's bring him with us. I like him. Can I ride on his back though?
But what if a spring shoots off and he ruins the potions? I say no. I veto.
Can we name him Connor 2.0?
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't bring him with us. He could trip.
Connor 2.0. Your parents, and I'm going to gesture to all of us, need to go in this room. Will you stay here?
I will stay here as instructed and programmed to guard this particular door against intruders. Welcome home.
Okay. Do the Charleston until we return.
I will do the Charleston until you return.
Yeah. Okay.
He does it in the corner, breaks one of the statues.
Okay, we should go in there now, I guess. I'm gonna go in the door.
Yeah, let's go.
I will transform back into myself.
Yeah, so as you guys go through the hall, it bends to the left, and you see marked above the door, it's a stone door this time, and it says Alchemical Lab.
Does anybody want to heal your boy right now? Because I'm on like 16.
I have cure wounds. I could probably do that. Okay, so 1d8 plus 2. Not so bad. 9.
Woohoo!
Sweet. There you
So
go.
you should be at 25 now.
All right, thank you, Tuna.
Yeah, no problem.
Can I? She's
right.
really small, right? Can I like pinch her cheek or something?
We're not that small.
She's normal human height.
I'm the height that I am in real life. Like 5'5".
Okay.
Five foot three.
So itty bitty baby. I'm just gonna like give her a fist like thanks man. And I'm gonna dap her up and just bro thanks.
Sweet. Anytime.
So yeah, you guys get to the next room. It says Alchemical Lab above the door. There was also the other way if you guys wanted to investigate that way as well. It was just a plain wooden door.
Nah.
That's up to you guys.
I say we should go up and listen to the door.
Which door? The one marked Alchemical Lab, or the one where you felt the thrumming?
Oh no, let's go to the chemical lab. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. So you open the door. Inside, you find all manner of alchemical tools. There's boiling sort of like vials of liquid. There's infusion tubes like spiraling out of them and into other ones. There's like cabinets where ingredients would be stored. And on the left side of the room is a door, but instead of a door handle, it has a metallic sort of sculpture of a face, and its mouth is open.
Can I walk by all the bottles so my face like turns weird shapes?
Yes,
Like the
perfect. Good.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing.
And say something like, "Where are we?"
On the counter, there are 4 sort of containers of ingredients. There is a cauldron in the corner of the room marked disposal, and it's got like a sign on it that says 5, and then there's like an equal sign, and it has like a skull and crossbones. On the wall, there is a poster. It has like a color wheel with a happy face for 3 of the colors at the top, and a frowny face for 3 colors at the bottom, and a gray line separating the 2. The happy face colors are green, orange, and yellow, and the frowny face colors are purple, red, and blue. Lastly, there is a section of the room designated for experimenting and concocting potions.
Okay. What color are the potions do I see around me? I mean, Do the colors that are in the potions around us, do they match the colors on the board, I'm guessing?
So the other potions are sort of like varying degrees of like, mint green and, seafoam blue, or which is kind of the same color as mint green. But anyway,
I was like, okay.
the color wheel is directly above the experimenting and concoction table, which also has those 4 ingredients clearly marked. One says Azure Ash, and it's this sort of like dull gray, ashy powder. The other one is labeled Lapis Lazuli powder, and it's this sort of deep blue color. There are like scales that shimmer in the light, named rainbow snake scales. There is a sort of like small container of liquid. It's a deep forest green color, and it says Dryad Tears.
I don't think we should mess with this stuff.
There are also 4 vacant experimenting bottles, which can be used to concoct potions.
Can I search around for a recipe?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I got a 22. I got a crit success.
So you do not find a recipe.
Oh no.
But what you do find as you're rummaging through the cabinets is
The brain.
the brain.
All right.
It's in the same container that you found it, and it's floating there idly.
Guys, I found it, and I'm gonna drag. Is it a top cabinet or a bottom cabinet?
It's a bottom cabinet.
All right, and I'm just gonna drag it out of the bottom cabinet,
Yeah, it's
onto the floor.
very heavy.
I'll gesture to Howitzer, because I'm assuming Howitzer is big enough to pick this up.
Oh,
yeah, I carried it before, so I'm gonna pick the brain up for her. She seems to be struggling.
Is there anything in the room that could give us an indication of like what to do with the potion ingredients?
There's the color wheel.
Okay. With the smiley face, happy face thing?
Yep.
Well, obviously I'm not going to do frowny face, so I want to go to all the ingredients that correspond to the colors on the color wheel for the happy face.
He has there's a recipe thing, the Asher Ash, all that stuff. Those were all different colors, so maybe good potions need a combination of those things. Maybe it's not just all happy, then it could just end up being sody pop or something.
How many bottles are there?
There's 4 vacant
Okay.
experimentation bottles.
So we have 4 tries.
There's also a cauldron marked disposal, and it's got like a 4, like it's got like a 4 and then a potion insignia, and then equals like skull and crossbones.
Or we would die.
Which means its capacity is 4 potions.
I want to make the happy face. Okay, so what's the first color on the happy wheel again?
It would be green, yellow, orange.
Okay, so what makes green?
Blue and yellow make green, but we already have green Dryad Tears.
Blue and yellow don't make green.
Yes,
Yeah,
they do.
I do.
Oh, they do, don't they? I thought you said green and blue make yellow because those are the only 2 colored things there.
No.
Okay,
My bad.
but there's already a green ingredient, right?
There's a green ingredient and a blue ingredient, but there's also 2 ingredients that don't have a color indicated on the color wheel.
I hate puzzles.
I'm sorry.
This is a difficult one. I don't like colors. I didn't do well in this class. I say we mix like the ash and the Dryad's Tears and see what happens.
So yeah, you put the Azure Ash in, and then you put the Dryad Tears in. The potion turns a deep ocean blue.
Okay.
That's disposal number 1.
Okay, so you dump the potion into the cauldron.
Yeah, the frowny face.
It just turns blue and that's it?
Yep, it just turns blue.
Okay, maybe we just have to somehow make all the colors on the happy wheel in the thing. So I guess I'm going to pour some green in there.
You gonna put the green in there?
Yes.
Or the Dryad Tears specifically?
Yes.
Okay, you put the Dryad Tears in there. there's no reaction.
Okay. And what's the next color on the wheel?
Orange.
We don't. Do we have anything to make orange?
Rainbow.
Orange in the rainbow.
All right.
Good.
All right. Let's throw in some rainbow. We'll throw in rainbow.
All right, so
Okay.
you put the dryad tears in. There's no reaction. You put the rainbow snake scales in, and the potion turns from transparent to a deep forest green.
Oh.
Okay.
Are we supposed to drink it? Like, I don't get it.
There is a door with a mouth that looks like it
Oh,
could
yes.
fit a potion.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's put that in a bottle and feed it to the door.
Yes.
Okay. You put it in the bottle and you feed it to the door.
Yes.
Who feeds it to the door?
Oh no.
I'll feed it to the door.
All right. Could you roll a 1d6 for me?
I got a 5.
Could you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Oh no.
Is this a magical effect?
You have advantage.
21.
You feed the potion to the door. It gulps it up and then puffs out this nauseous sort of smelling gas vapor. A couple of like sparkles come out of it. You feel like the urge to laugh uncontrollably, but you steel yourself. The door remains closed.
Okay. So we should make the next color on the wheel, which is
So it's green, orange, yellow.
orange, and it's green right now. How do you make orange? Blue? No. Okay. Well, I guess let's just throw a rainbow in.
So you put the rainbow scales in.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll do the dark gray black stuff.
The Azarash.
Yes. I'm sorry if I blow us up.
That's okay.
The potion turns orange.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, I'll go feed it to the door. Actually, no. I'm gonna give it to
Do you want me to do it? Because I have advantage
Yes.
on saving throws against magical effects.
I'll kind of like scoop it and put it in a bottle and hand it to you.
All right. I'll go up to the door and pour it in.
Could you roll another 1d6 for me, please?
Another 5.
Make another wisdom save at advantage. Go ahead.
13.
A 13 is exactly what you need.
Oh,
You do
man.
not go into a hideous laughter.
The next color on the wheel is
Yellow.
Do
Um,
scales and the gray ash. What would that do?
Well, we only have the rainbow scale.
Green tears. Sorry.
Oh, maybe the tears and the Azarath.
Yeah, why not?
all right. We throw it in the green stuff and the ash.
All right, so you put the dryad tears in, and then you put the Azarash in. The potion turns a deep purple.
That's not on the happy side. Can we throw it away?
Yep, that's 2 potions in the disposal bin so far. You hear from the disposal bin like a sick gurgling sound. This is like
Sludge is gonna come out if we don't get this right. Okay, so maybe we should do rainbow. And
First, and then the rainbow scales.
let's do it.
Yep.
Okay, so you put the ash in first, and then you put the scales in second. The potion turns a deep ocean blue.
What the hell?
Let me show you, let me like specify something real fast. Put the rainbow snake scales in first, and then you put the azure ash in second. It turned orange. You did the flip side of that, and it turned blue.
Oh. No, so it's the flip. It's the opposite. So
Oh, so
like the green, the orange is good. The blue is bad.
yeah.
And it's you flip the order that you put them in. So
Okay.
what matches up with yellow on that?
Blue, I
Purple.
think. Oh, no.
So put the ash and then the tears in.
Yes.
Cool.
So far you still have that potion of deep blue color. You still have 3 unused potions. What do you want to do with that potion that you just made? There's two in the disposal unit. There's the mouth. You can also just put the potion on the counter.
Put it on the counter somewhere.
So you have a blue potion on the counter. And what's the next one you're doing?
Azarash first, and then the tears, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you put the Azarash in, and then you put the Dryad tears in. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
The potion turns a deep ocean blue.
What? I thought that.
You have 2 blue potions now.
Are we supposed to dump the potions before we
You have 2 potions in the disposal cauldron, and you have a very thirsty mouth that is wanting potions.
I don't know how to get yellow.
Okay, so Azarash is gray. The little.
It doesn't matter about the colors. The colors have nothing to do with it anymore.
The little.
No.
Well, we might as well add all 4 ingredients. I mean, at this point,
Yeah. We'll throw everything in. We just get really mad and we throw it all in.
Dryad tears. Let's go.
Yep. Okay. So first it was the Azarash, and then what?
The rainbow scales. Then it was the lapis something, and now we're doing dryad tears.
So it's lapis and then Dryad tears, you said? Is that correct? Okay. It turns red.
Okay, so it's red now. Well, okay.
Red. And there are 4 ingredients currently in the potion. No more ingredients will fit inside this potion.
Well, I guess disposal.
Well,
You could always put it into the mouth too.
I mean, do we want to put it in the mouth? I feel like that's a bad idea.
yeah, it has the frowny face. I don't know. I don't want to put it in the mouth.
So right now you have a blue and a red potion on the counter.
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Okay, I'm gonna pour Azarash in. Then I'm gonna pour the lapis lazuli lily lilila. Then I'm gonna pour in the rainbow snake scales, and then I'm gonna pour in the dryad tears. And if it's not yellow, I will scream.
So first, you pour in the Azarash.
Mm-hmm.
It is still a basic transparent potion. You put in the lapis lazuli powder. It turns yellow.
Ooh, okay, then I stop.
You stop.
Hooray!
You have a yellow potion now.
I'm going to put a cork on it and toss it to Double Lock so he can pour it in the mouth.
I walk over to the door, very confused, staring at this potion like I don't get this, and I put it in.
Roll a d6 for me.
All right.
I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Christ.
Goodbye, everybody.
We've got a 14 from Death Biscuit. We have a 2 from Double Lock. We have an 8 from Tuna, an 8 from Smartass, and 11 from Howitzer. Death Biscuit and Howitzer, you hear the ear-splitting scream as the door screeches. Some of the glass vials in the room break. Thankfully, none of the test vials you're using, but they shatter and fall to the ground. Double Lock, Tuna, and Smartass, you are deafened as this thing pierces your ears. You cannot hear anything right now.
All right, I want to do the ash first,
Okay, you do the ash.
and then the lapis stuff,
Okay, turns yellow.
and then the rainbow.
Rainbow snake scales after the lapis
Yes,
turns red.
and then I'm gonna do green.
The dryad tears.
Yes,
So it's the rainbow snakes to the dryad tears.
yes.
Stays red.
Should I give it a sad face one? I mean, it just made them deaf. What does it matter?
Yeah, we put the happy in and it just screamed. I don't know.
I'll give it a red one. I'll go give it the red drink.
Okay, roll a d6 for me. It's the same effect. So
Oh,
I guess
shit.
Death Biscuit and Howitzer make Constitution saves.
Oh.
The other 3 of you.
Oh wait, Constitution.
The other 3 of you are. Oh, Maisie, you don't have to roll. You actually can't hear it right now.
I got a 6.
That was
so
me. I
failed.
rolled that.
Oh, Howitzer, gotcha. Yeah, you're fine, but Death Biscuit, you become deaf.
It
you cannot hear
hurts.
anything.
Oh.
The happy needs to be in the right order.
We've got Dryad and plus rainbow snake scales, that makes it green. Rainbow snake scales plus ash makes it orange. And then azure ash and lapis lazuli makes it yellow. Hold on. So should we do, I don't know if this is actually how it works. Should we do dryad tears and rainbow snake scales and then
Azure?
and then ash and then lapis lazuli?
Yes, I say that. That sounds right. That adds up. Yes.
All right. You put the dryad tears in, and then the rainbow snake scales in. The potion turns green.
Yeah.
You put the azure ash in next.
Yep.
The potion turns orange.
And then the lapis.
Lastly, you put the lapis lazuli in, and it turns yellow.
Oh my god, yes!
Okay. So, yeah, I go pour it in.
You pour it in the door.
Yep.
The mouth shuts. It looks at you dead in the eyes. And then, from nowhere, an invisible seam parts the face in two, and the door opens.
Yeah, and I tell it that.
At the cost of 4 of us being deaf.
Oh my god.
You guys make your way past the door, and you wind around the corner of the hallway to a pair of ornately carved oak wooden doors.
Okay.
At the top, embroidered in gold, it says library.
Ooh.
And you can hear indistinct voices on the other side of the door. I, as a GM, will tell you, if this were a video game, this would be like, are you sure you wish to proceed? There may be other parts of the dungeon you haven't explored yet.
That one door that made my bones rattle, that didn't sound very appealing. But I mean, we could go check it out still.
I feel like that's James telling us we need to go check it out before we go.
I mean, it's an option. I'm just reminding you as the GM that there are parts of the complex that you have not explored yet.
My issue is I don't want to get into another fight.
Well, we could get something that would help us maybe fight this other thing, or...
That's true. All right.
It's up to you guys.
All right, let's rattle our bones.
We'll get to that door and be like, wait, we never went through that other door.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back.
But you say it quietly because you can hear voices on the other side of the door.
Yes.
Good.
And then we tiptoe away like, leader.
Yeah, you guys pass Connor 2, and he says, I will be right here.
Doing the Charleston?
Doing the Charleston.
Thank you.
All of the statues are now broken.
I'm going to ask Connor 2.0, what does this mean to you, this brain? Would you like it in your head?
I have a complex network of neural circuitry and cogs that make up my thought process. I do not need what you call a brain.
What does it mean to you? What is this brain? What's the word? Give us the lowdown. The skinny. What's the skinny?
I have no idea what these terms mean.
Should we just leave it here and then head back to the other room?
I don't want to
really
leave the brain with him. He's Charlestoning around.
Can we just...
I might break it if you leave it in my presence, like I broke the 4 statues.
Oh. All right, let's just drag it back.
Okay, so I'm just going to carry the brain with me when we go check that thing out, I guess.
You get to the other side of the doors. You can feel the thrumming from the other side, howitzer.
No keyhole, correct?
Nope, no keyhole.
I guess I'm going to creep through it the same way I did with the old Connor 2.0. I'm going to open it about 2-3 inches, maybe.
Yeah, so you poke your dragonborn... What's the phrase?
Muzzle?
Snout. Muzzle, yes. You poke it out, and you look into the hallway. There is another hallway that extends to the right, and on the opposite side from you, there is another stone door. And above it, you can see the text, Observation Chamber. You open the door fully, and yeah, you can definitely tell that the thrumming is coming from behind the stone door.
Okay. So... I guess I'll James Bond it against the corner of that wall and look down that hallway.
You look down it, there is a simple wooden chest standing at the end of it.
Loot!
I don't trust it.
You don't trust it?
No.
I'm gonna, and tell them to come here, and Like, just around the thing so they're not out in the hallway. And I'm going to say there's a wooden chest over there. It could be filled with valuable loot.
I don't believe that.
Perhaps it's boots or gear that we need to wear before we go into said observation room so we don't get our brains fried. I'll open it if we want to open it.
I mean, that was a good point that it might have, like, possible gear for the observation room.
Yeah, because it sounds like it's a pretty rough environment in there. So I'm going to walk up. Well, first, before I walk up, I'm going to can I peer around and see if there's any, like, lasers or tripwires or anything like that?
Sure. Make a check of some sort. Make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
A 12 is actually exactly what you needed to spot this.
Okay.
You look down the hallway, and maybe you didn't notice it right away because the decor, there's a nice red rug that runs along the floor. The rug is singed in places, and there are scorch marks on the walls.
Okay. I don't know if I want to go check that chest out yet. Okay, it's a trap. Forget it. Let's go, I guess, walk up to the observation room, right, fellas?
Is that what everyone else is doing too, or are you guys hanging back?
I say we walk up.
Observation.
Yeah, let's go walk up to the door.
So yeah, you open the big stone doors. Though they're made of stone, they're pushed open quite easily, almost as if by magic.
Almost as if they're actually styrofoam, painted to look like rocks.
Yeah, the props people did a really good job making this look like stone.
Oh, the shading.
Yeah. Inside, the thrumming intensifies. You can actually, like, feel it in your teeth, almost.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really, really weird sensation. But inside, you see a glass cylindrical chamber with an array of twisting and twirling colors, all sort of like flying and streaming around each other, twisting with each other, combining and then separating. There's a plethora of what looks like to be meters and gauges on the opposite side that are whirring and spinning chaotically. You see an animated clipboard and pen scribbling notes. Occasionally, it'll like ball up the piece of paper and throw it away. And you see like an animated waste bin open up and catch the piece of paper in its mouth.
Cute. Do they see us, these animated objects?
So you open the door. They don't react to your presence.
Okay. Idiots. Can I see what it's writing?
Sure. Yeah. You like look over its non-existent shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks to be. It's definitely Gnomish. I don't know if anyone reads Gnomish.
Does anyone speak Gnomish?
I do.
I don't.
I'm pretty sure I do. Hold on. Because I am a gnome.
That would make sense for you to speak
Oh, I thought
Gnomish.
you should Gnomish. Yeah, you should totally do Gnome.
Yeah, so Double Lock, you definitely recognize this as Gnomish.
All right, I read it.
So you know how like some professors when they do their notes, it's in like their shorthand.
Mm-hmm.
It's very very like heavily shorthanded. You can pick out a couple of words here and there, but it's very abstract to you. You can't really make. It's almost as if like an actual person were writing these notes too.
It's all Greek to me.
You can make an investigation check to try and understand the sort of like gibbered scribbles on it.
Let's do that. Investigation.
13. Best you can make out is the scribbles are just monitoring and recording the behavior of the colors as well as the numbers that are displayed on the gauges. When there's like an extreme like flux or like an aberrant sort of like change to the colors, you'll see like the pen like scribble something out like it wasn't correct, and sometimes it discards the entire piece of paper.
Is there any headphones around here that I could maybe talk to the brain? I know that's how I talked to the brain before. Are those still attached to the brain?
No, there are not. However, there is definitely a set of headphones attached to some like gauges or some like sort of like machine in here.
Okay.
You could definitely affix that to the
Okay.
brain.
First, before I do that, I guess I kind of want to listen to what the headphones are doing before I unplug it. Like, what's it doing on the machine? Can I do that?
You sure can, yeah.
Well, wait a second. I don't want to get like hypnotized.
What would your character do?
I feel like I would maybe get near it. Could I like could I hear what it's doing from afar? Like, is it that loud?
When you go over to the headphones, you don't hear anything other than static at first. You wait a second, and then could you make a nature check for me, please?
Oh Lord, I've never done one of them, but sure.
So I don't know how your character would know this, but you hear the unmistakable sound of a whale. You hear this low, sort of harmonious, like moaning sound, like.
I don't want to like put it up to my brain and get hypnotized. I'm gonna unplug the headphones, put it into the brain thing. I'm gonna ask the brain, "Hey, why did I just hear a whale? Please. Oh, also, how are you? It's been a while."
Okay, so you plug the headphones into the jack on the brain container, and you start speaking to it. You hold the earphones up to your ear. There's static. There's no sound at all.
No, is she brain dead?
We got a dummy brain. Can I say hello and pat it on? Can I tap the glass a little bit?
There's no response.
Mm.
What is everyone else doing while Hirohito or Howitzer is doing this?
What else is in the room?
There's the large glass container, like chamber. The chamber inside looks almost infinitely larger than the wall on the other side should allow for.
I'll go check it out.
Okay, so you can peer into the,
Yes, I'm gonna stick
the
my head in.
observation chamber.
Uh-huh.
So as you look inside, you have a vision.
Oh no.
Everyone, you watch Death Biscuit as she kind of like puts her hands on the glass, like almost like a child at a zoo, peers in, and then you just see her like face sort of go slack. Death Biscuit, you find yourself adrift in a sea of colors as they weave and intertwine. You are free of form and body as you float with the current. Massive alien entities float around you, unaware of the smaller creatures that may live on or within them. They bellow harmonious waves of sound that shape and bend the colors into reality. The colors begin to swirl, though, in a spiral, and creatures attempt to escape the current. However, you cannot. The colors bleed together and turn dark as you merge with them. There's a loud cracking sound as the very space around you seems to break. Then, everything is dark and silent. Death Biscuit, you snap to your senses after seeing that.
Guys, there's this really weird color thing. My head hurts.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. It could mean maybe destruction is headed our way, or the colors are bad. I don't know.
Are there any buttons in the room?
There's several buttons on many of the thermometers or like gauges or reading machines.
Can I press some?
You go to press one, the quill from, or I guess it wouldn't be a quill, it'd be an actual pen.
Mhm.
The pen like stabs your hand,
Ow!
and then it goes back to scribbling.
Jerk!
There's like an ink dot on your.
I have a tattoo now.
Yeah.
Well, that makes me sad.
So do you tell everyone what you saw?
Yeah, I would have told everyone that I saw a ton of colors and that I wanted to throw up. And then I tried to press one of the buttons and it poked me.
I feel like these colors have something to do with the color bomb and the color squad of people who made this bomb. So maybe I don't even think they know what they do. So they're trying to figure it out. But I would not let those colors free. These colors will not run.
Does anyone else want to peer into the observation chamber?
Yeah. I want to see
Thank you
colors.
for volunteering.
Tuna's so positive.
Colors.
I will refrain.
All right, so Tuna, you're going to look into the observation chamber.
Yes.
So, you look deep into the swirling colors. You feel for a moment you're taken somewhere else. Everyone, same thing with Tuna. Her face goes slack and sort of unresponsive. So, Tuna, you're in your small Triton town. You're going about your business and you're watching the hunters as they bring in today's catch. Their baskets overflowing with food. People smile and wave to you as you pass. You see the faces of friends you've grown up with, of loved ones who've cared and nurtured you, and all the people you've come to know in the only place you know is home. And like that, everything comes back to you. That's not what happened. You found your home deserted, bereft of any life. And as that thought comes to you, you snap back to your senses.
Whoa. And all of a sudden, Tuna is not so positive anymore.
Aww.
I think I shall look into, may I?
If you would.
I peer.
So you as well, smartass, you look into the observation chamber, and the observation chamber gives you a vision. It's of you a short while back. You hear a loud altercation coming from the chief's house, and you peer in through the door. You find your father and the orc tribe leader, Tanuk, having a heated discussion. This has become commonplace in your town, and usually ends up with your father caving and paying Tanuk the money he demands for his continued protection. However, this time your father refuses. To your surprise, he stands his ground against the mighty orc, and there's a silence. A moment later, a sickening cracking sound is heard, and your father falls to the floor. But you don't remember your father dying. He was alive when you left the village. Why would he be dead, and why would you have seen it? These thoughts echo in your mind as you come back to your senses as well.
Why did
Well-
Death Biscuit just see freaking colors?
So yeah, you come back to your senses, smartass. Do you say anything to anyone as you see this?
No. I'm a private person.
What's smartass's face as she like backs away from the chamber?
I'm just kind of like, huh. That was odd. That kind of like, contemplative, confused face.
I'm curious, so I want to go up and take a look.
Same as the others before you. You're taken to somewhere else and given a vision. You travel among the various tunnels that make up the caves of the Underdark, with your acolytes following your instruction. You catch a breath of fresh mountain air as you near the surface. You guide your party out into the blinding light as you all emerge from the cave. The light begins to fade as a great shadow covers the sky. You look up and see a crack like lightning form in the sky. Several others form as the very sky seems to break as a blur of colors pour from them. The colors are dazzling, but eventually turn to a crimson red as the fracture widens. The land is bathed in red, and from the sky rained winged beings of fire. You quickly usher your acolytes back below into the safety of the Underdark. You are also brought back to your senses.
Me next.
What's Double Luck's face as he sees this?
He's one of pure shock, and I'm noticeably breathing a bit faster in panic.
Aw, little double log boy.
All right, Howitzer, you wanted to look in next?
Yeah, I'll take a peek. I'll put the brain down for a second because it's like I don't think it's alive anymore. So I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna look in there with my peepers.
Okay. So again, you are also given a vision. Your company is gathered outside among the center of the war tents. You stand alongside your fellow soldiers as a tiefling child is dragged to the center in manacles. Your warlord shouts to all of you, explaining that this is what happens to thieves who steal from the Draconic Legion. A blade is raised as the child's arm is held over a bloody tree stump. You feel the guilt welling in your throat. But before you can muster the courage to speak aloud, the blade falls. And like that, you are also brought back to your senses.
Oh, that didn't happen. Maybe this thing is something to do with our dark side. I don't know.
Maybe it's our deepest fears.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, Death Biscuit, as everyone's kind of doing this, could you do something for me?
Sure.
Pick a color.
Okay. Can I tell you my color?
Yep, pick a color.
Red.
Okay, pick another color.
Orange.
Okay. Pick a number, 1 through 50.
4.
Pick a direction, up or down.
Down?
Pick a size, big or small.
Big.
Okay. You guys, as you're sort of like recovering from your visions, you turn around and you see Death Biscuit. Her hair is her normal orange or red, but her eyes are orange. Did you say up or down?
Down.
She is 4 inches shorter and noticeably has put on a bit of weight. She doesn't seem to notice, though.
The hell?
Okay. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to be rude, because I feel like something's up with her anyway. So
Do I notice them staring at me?
Do you guys think she would notice you staring at her?
I kind of peered her, but then look away. Look away quick.
I want to say Double Locks like notices it, but just keeps going on with his day.
I feel like if nobody says anything, I feel like someone should say something, right? I'm going to look at her and be like, you're not the same looking as you were literally a second ago.
Am I slouching? I'll try to like straighten my shoulders.
No, it's not that. Your hair is also a very different color. Your eyes are different. Oh no, your hair's the same, I guess. But
Death Biscuit's wearing, like, doing the thing where she's, like, wearing clothes and you can, like, see her belly button, like, poking out from under the shirt now.
Also, your clothes might have shrunk.
Very delicate way of putting that.
Yes. What were you? What's the deal, dude?
Is there a mirror?
Yeah, there can be a mirror in here.
Yeah, I'll just go to the mirror. I'll be like, what are you talking about? Oh my god, what happened? I'm supposed to be taller.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, but Death Biscuit, you're free to change your form however you want.
I just go back. I'm like, well, that was weird. And you guys just watch me. I just kind of like shift up my weight, like distributes. My eyes go back to being whatever the heck color. I think they're brown.
Can I ask her, like, do you know what you are? Like, do I even know what she is?
You could make an Arcana check.
I'm a human.
Well, okay. All right, Arcana.
19, pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, there are people who are known to be able to use magic to change their form. Some do it through use of like the polymorph spell. Some do it with illusion, where it's not actually physical.
So I'm gonna say to her, have you ever done anything when you were little, when you were really mad, and you couldn't explain it?
No, stop.
You're a
Oh no.
I'm gonna say out loud, like, you're one of them, aren't you?
I'm a human?
Well, you're one of the special people who can change their form.
I'm a human.
I don't know any humans who can really do what you do.
Because I'm talented.
You also did see Double Lock turn into a giant, or not giant, but a constrictor snake.
Well, that's magic, brother.
What?
Magic. Well, I don't know. I guess I thought she was human, but I know she is not, because I don't think humans can do that.
They can if they have access to magic.
Okay.
I'm just
Well,
talented.
I thought I would give her like some realization and she would become even more powerful or something. I don't know.
You don't even know what you are.
Yeah. I'm gonna have like a little quiet respect for Death Biscuit, but I'm not gonna admit it.
Wait, what's your quiet respect for again?
I just think that's kind of cool that you can do that, and I know that like I feel like they're a rare breed.
For the first time, I open up to the group.
Gasp.
And I look distraught. And I say that I saw my father die, but he's not dead. And then I look away, wistfully.
My father.
My father!
Thanks for listening to another episode of Radio D&D. Make sure to join us next time, and make sure to check out Ben, who created our podcast cover art at Drawforth Arts on Instagram.